In early 1980, a 31-year-old single mom, Dorothy Jane Scott, started receiving mysterious phone calls from unidentified number at her job in Anaheim, California. The caller claimed he knew exactly where she was every minute of the day, described details of her day-to-day life, and threatened to cut her into pieces. Dorothy began studying karate. She even purchased a handgun. Neither of these things would save her. After taking a fellow employee to a nearby hospital for treatment of spider bite, Dorothy went to fetch the car and bring it close to the entrance so her distraught co-worker wouldn't exert effort to walk far. After few minutes, her companions looked out the window, then spotted her car exiting the hospital parking lot. They waited for her for hours, and when she didn't return, they notified the hospital security and Dorothy's family. Authorities searched for Dorothy but turned up empty-handed in the days and weeks following her disappearance. The first major lead police received was when it was reported that Dorothy had received numerous phone calls at work the weeks before she vanished. She told co-workers that the unidentified caller watched her every move. She mentioned that the anonymous caller described specific details of her personal life to her, which led her to believe the calls were not a prank. The horror of Dorothy's disappearance didn't end at the day she vanished. Almost every Wednesday for 4 years, the phone rang with the same mysterious voice. The calls usually came when Dorothy's mom was home alone. In August 1984, a construction worker discovered a human remains in some brush 10 miles away from the family's house. With the bones were turquoise ring and a watch that had stopped at May 29 at 12:30 a.m. Dorothy's mother identified the ring as having belonged to her daughter. A week after the bones had been positively identified as Dorothy Jane Scott, her family got 2 more phone calls from the same mysterious caller, asking only in a knowing voice, "Is Dorothy home? I've got her." Her killer was never identified.